Is jersey number a big factor for success in the NFL? Well, it probably is, and hopefully you let us know in your opinion in the comments, but regardless, there's no denying that there are some jersey numbers that we automatically link to that one player. So in this video, we're gonna be taking a look at the best player wearing each NFL number from 30 to 1 heading into 2024. To start right away at number 30, I'll say Austin Ekeler. He was really productive during his time in LA and hasn't really been great for the Commanders so far. However, there aren't a lot of players wearing number 30 and Ekeler is still a very skilled running back. On to number 29, Talanoa Hufanga. He's easily one of the most underrated safeties in the entire league. His presence is greatly felt in the Niners defense, and given the lack of players wearing number 29 across the NFL, I don't really think picking him was really a tough decision. Heading on to number 28, Devon Achane. I truly believe he's amongst the most talented running backs the NFL has, and 2024 could very well be a great year for him. He's trying to have his first full season and I'm convinced it's truly about to be a great one. Up next we have Tyreek Woolen for number 27. The Seahawks have an absolute monster of a defender in him. Ever since he joined the league, he's been amongst the best cornerbacks and I think 2024 will be no different, as he even has the potential to improve even more. For number 26, here comes Saquon Barkley. The former Giant has been balling in Philadelphia even if he's had some hiccups. Barkley started his 2024 campaign with an amazing showing in Brazil, and I'm confident that he'll keep up the pace to finish strong this season. Up next, Xavier Howard for number 25. I was surprised to see how few players wore this number, but it is what it is. Howard is still a rather good player, and I think that even though he's starting to get old, the talent is most definitely still there beneath. On to number 24, Joey Porter Jr. The young Steelers cornerback has been locking down everyone, even though his game hasn't been as recognized. Porter could very well become one of the top corners the NFL has this season, so I'm of course granting him a spot on this video. For number 23, obviously Christian McCaffrey. This guy is the absolutely best running back in the NFL, so even though he'll miss some time with an injury, it would most certainly be unwise to not mention him here. McCaffrey is on a tier of his own, and he is the pure definition of a generational player. Moving on to number 22, we now have Derrick Henry. The newest member of the Baltimore Ravens could honestly have a great season now that defenses have to pick between him or Lamar Jackson. Henry is still amongst the most talented backs in the league, so of course he's crowned as the best player wearing 22. At number 21, Jordan Poyer. He was an absolute unit over in Buffalo, and honestly he's been solid for the Miami Dolphins so far. I think Poyer should be able to remain as the best player to wear number 21, even though he's obviously starting to decline due to age. Up next comes Breece Hall for number 20. He's insanely talented and capable of doing so much damage to opposing defenses. Hall is looking to have his first full season in the NFL, and I truly believe he'll be by far the best player out there with this jersey number. Now for jersey number 19, Josh Sweat. He changed his number very recently, so he's the newest member on this list. Sweat has a lot of talent, and there are not a lot of players wearing number 19, so I'm putting him on the video because of those reasons. Moving on, Justin Jefferson for number 18. There is no denying that he's amongst the best players in the league right now, regardless of position. Jefferson will probably finish top 5 in every major receiving stat this season, so of course he'll get a spot on this video. Moving on to 17, here comes Josh Allen. There are surprisingly quite a few players wearing 17, but Josh Allen ultimately gets the spot because of what he's done so far, and of course what is still yet to come. Also, it helps that players like Puka Nacua are out with an injury, but honorable mention of course. On to number 16, we go with Jared Goff. His season didn't start out the way he probably was expecting it to, but it hasn't been terrible either. Goff is still a top 15 quarterback, and I think it's more than fair to give him the credit he deserves, especially considering he'll most probably improve throughout the season. For number 15, we have now Patrick Mahomes. Look, apart from the fact that not a lot of players wear this number, there's no denying that Mahomes is elite. He's the most accomplished active quarterback, and his clutchness is truly unmatched, so he gets a spot on the video. Up next, Amon-Ra St. Brown for jersey jersey number 14. His first game of the season was quite underwhelming, but his talent is undeniable. I'm pretty confident that he'll still have an incredible 2024 season, so getting him on the list is only fair. On to number 13 is Brock Purdy. I think people genuinely underrate him just because of the fact that he was the last pick of the draft. Purdy has been a game manager, yes, but his talent has been displayed countless times, so let the man have some credit. Moving on, Nico Collins for number 12. I thought getting Diggs would limit his production, but it has been the complete opposite. Collins has been amazing so far in 2024, and I think he can only get better from here, especially having Stroud as his quarterback. At number 11, we have Micah Parsons. He is now established as one of the best and most versatile pass rushers in today's game. Parsons is the heart and soul of this Dallas defense, and I'm confident to say he'll be able to have yet another amazing year this season. With jersey number 10, here comes Tyreek Hill now. He was amazing for the Chiefs, and ever since he got to Miami, he's been balling on another level. Hill is one of the most explosive players in the NFL, and he is most certainly one of the best ones as well. So that means he will of course get a spot on this list. Up next, Joe Burrow for number 9. He didn't start the 2024 season the way he probably expected to, but to be fair, it wasn't really that terrible either. Burrow is easily a top 10 quarterback in the NFL, and he'll be the best player with this jersey number as long as he stays consistent. Heading on to number 8, Lamar Jackson. Surprisingly, there aren't a lot of great players wearing this number, so it isn't really a close call. Lamar already won the MVP award twice, and 2024 should be yet another great year for him, especially having a revamped offense. Now for number 7, we have CJ Stroud. The sophomore quarterback took the league by storm last year, having some amazing numbers for a rookie. Stroud is in prime position to be in MVP conversations come January, and he is poised to have a really great season. For jersey number 6, Devonta Smith. Although he's the number 2 receiver over in Philly, there's no denying that he's insanely talented and probably amongst the best route runners out there. Smith will have a really good year, also considering the fact that AJ Brown is dealing with injuries. Moving on, we'll take T. Higgins for jersey number 5. There wasn't a lot of competition for this number, and Higgins is insanely underrated. He did miss the first few games, but the talent is still there, and I think he could very well have a really good year over in Cincy. On to number 4 is Dak Prescott. He was one of the best quarterbacks in the entire league last year, statistically speaking. I'm not the biggest fan of his game, but I don't think I can discredit him given the fact that he's been really productive, especially during the regular season. Moving on, Derwin James for number 3. He's been kind of forgotten, although he remains as one of the most skilled players in the league. James is a core piece of this Chargers defense, and I truly believe he'll be the best player carrying number 3 this season. Heading into number 2 is Patrick Surtain. He's been established as a top corner for a while now, and I don't think that will change. His 2024 season is off to a really good start, and if he manages to keep up the pace, he'll be able to become one of the best players in the NFL if he isn't already. And now for number 1, Kyler Murray. There were a few other options for this number, but I think it's about time we give Kyler some credit. Whenever he's healthy, he's one of the best QBs in the league, and 2024 could very well be his best year ever. And so, let me know what you think in the comments, and hopefully you get to watch some more of my videos. Thank you for watching this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.